You know, Zen Prophet, in my last video, you wanted to know why I'm doing this. It's hard to want to align yourself with others when you don't really know what their policies are. Know that I am a constitutionalist. Know that I have more logic than most of the people in Congress. And know that why I do this is the most important reason of all. When Benjamin Franklin set out across the Atlantic to go speak before the House of Lords and the House of Commons, that an average patriot, an average citizen of the United States, of the then colonials, could be heard and represented. They laughed, and no representation was offered. Benjamin Franklin crossed the English Channel into France and began to rally a war. They had disgraced him, they had hurt his feelings. Well, here in America, we do not have a speech. We have no voice. We have no power. All the power has been re-centralized and focused on a would-be king. 20,000 troops will be deployed in this country. It's been said over and over again. And that's that conditioning. Oh, well, there's the troops. But they won't be Americans. They'll be Iranians. They'll be Contras. They'll be Afghanis. They'll be Iraqis. Remember the Contras? Remember Nicaragua? Remember when they hacked up whole villages of people into little tiny pieces? What makes you think they wouldn't stop there with us? What convinces you that they won't do the same here? They've removed all of the industry from the United States so that these corporations can continue to make their items in the event of revolution. Because nothing stops the wheels of industry more than war, and nothing stops it more quickly than war. So if they offshore all of their manufacture, and there is revolution at the advent of the New World Order, at the advent of an unconstitutional Amero, at the advent of the World Bank, something Thomas Jefferson warned us repeatedly about, we've all been compromised here. I go to speak. I ask for a general strike. From Christmas until January 1st, it's generally a slow time of year anyway, I ask that Americans strike. At this motion, understand the power that we have here. If you want to change how America does business with its government, this is our opportunity. The abolition of taxes for 2 months is nothing more than to stop the confusion of collecting money for 2 months while they install the Amero, while they attempt to push a little further, while the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds steal your freedom. They call you feeders and breeders. You're pond scum under a wealthy man's feet. Your voice means nothing to them. If I knew people in the Yakuza, I'd give the order. I'm trying to keep this as peaceful as possible. That's why I go to speak one last time. To meet other patriots. To find other constitutionalists. To find others who feel as I feel about this. Not everyone has to go to Washington, D.C. I'm asking for a general strike. But since I will be on the road, I'm going to ask, maybe we could have a little bit of fun. I've printed up a mess of these, just so you can read it. This is the stop of corporatism. This is the stop of these people and their plan. These few things and the reinstitution of the Constitution in its full and tremendous glory are all I ask. It doesn't sound crazy in its inception. What will sound crazy is the way the news will spin it, if they bother to pick it up at all. But it takes activism. And to all the Sam Adams out there that watch this video, I want to hear from you. Just type in Sam Adams Militia or Sam. I'll know who you are. We're Americans, and we're patriots, and we've seen these crimes go on long enough. And the more awareness we raise and the larger the crowd grows, the more semis that fill the streets and the highways. DC's a big city. But if we fill every road, every street, every byway, that no business is conducted in Washington, we can slow them down until they hear our demands. It takes activism, a little bit of rudeness, a little bit of diplomacy, but we can make this happen. So I'm on the eve of my journey. I'm really, really excited. I think I'm about ready to get stuff started right away. I don't even know if I can get any sleep. I am going to make a chance to sidetrack and visit with my kids, and hopefully when I get to Ohio, I'm taking my camera equipment, I'll make a video, and I'll let you guys meet my kids in the next one. It's important to me. My sense of family, I grew up in a family of 7 kids. My mom, my dad. It was important to me. And I want to keep it important to them. But America, I will be in Washington, D.C. on Christmas Day. As a present to my nation, I will at least try. Before Americans in their homes are picked off one at a time and their guns are stolen. And you know, that's the one thread, that's the one thing that really, 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 really concerns me. Is imagine being in your home. Guns are loaded. A couple of Contras with a U.S. Marine come crashing through your door. You pick up your gun. You begin firing, thinking that you're being a patriot. Because you can't ally with anyone, when in fact you already have. You can call it self-survival, you can call it Second Amendment protectionism, but you're a constitutionalist. Just like me, you believe in the freedom of the people. A general strike can bring this country to its knees. It'll bring them to the negotiating table. It will stop this World Bank, International Monetary Fund, Lehman Brothers criminal activity. Build a gallows that it always remain at the stairs of the House of Congress to remind them that this is a country of, for, and by the people, and they do not fly without the wings we give them, and the responsibility is to us, and only to us, average Americans. I'm really excited. I'm going to be on the road next few days, posting flyers. So, yeah, let's have a little fun and play a game of Where's Waldo. I'll be looking out to see if anybody spots him. I'm not telling anyone my route. I'm taking sort of a zigzag just to play it safe, because nothing gets you bagged better than a beeline. But, yeah, America, I'll see you there. Strike, 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 strike.